What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ham Shack. My name is Frank. My call sign is WX5FWT. As you can see, I'm not actually at the Ham Shack. I'm actually at work. I'm a full-time EMT, so I'm actually at the station. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about who we're going to talk to and who we're going to meet on the radio. For you new hams, you're probably nervous about who you know. I know my YL, she was nervous about it. In the beginning, oh, I'm going to talk to some crazy person that's going to come kidnap me and take me away. First of all, that's a possibility. Um, Second of all, they would bring you right back. I promise you that. um, so, no, ham radio operators are very diverse in nature. Uh, there's plenty of us out there. Um, every day, you and me that are at work, our grandparents, our cousins, our family members. There's just a billion different people out there that operate these radios every day. Um, but let's talk about specifically who we're going to meet. For example, this is my story. You're watching this on YouTube, obviously. Um, so if you're watching my tiny little channel, you've obviously watched Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, your Ham Radio W9LG, I believe that was his call sign. I can't remember. KMRD Radio, Tank Radio, that whole group, plus, KB9VBR. And if you're learning about antennas, you're probably watching KE0OG, Dave Kassler, and millions of other ham radio YouTubers out there that you're watching on the radio, you're watching on your phone or on your computer or on your tablet, and never in your life think you'd ever actually get to talk to them. Well, this is my story. For example, the first time I ever got a chance to talk to Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, I was actually on. I was at home doing some stuff on the computer, and I always had my radio on at the time. I was doing the tiny house thing, and my computer was right next to my computer, or my radio was right next to my computer, should I say? And and plus I listened to it as my fire radio and EMS radio and stuff like that. So my radio was constantly on. I would, anyways, that day I was just sitting there doing something on the computer. I don't remember what. Could have been doing a video for this, or one of my other channels, or just YouTube in general. Not quite sure. But I heard this call sign come out on the radio, and I got on there, and it was Whiskey X-Ray 5, Fox Whiskey Tango. You sound good up here, and a little bit of a contact there, and then I kept thinking in my head, this call sign sounds really familiar. I looked it up on QRZ, and it was Jason from Ham Radio 2.0. So I told him, hey. He explained to me that he was up in the area hunting, and he was trying to get a hold of his friend on that frequency, which is actually the ham radio club that I'm in. It was actually our repeater that he was on. So he was trying to get a hold of his hunting buddy, and I said, hey, well, big fan of yours, love your videos, love your reviews and stuff, and have a good weekend hunting. Have a good week. I think it was his hunting week. Have a good hunt. Hope you limit out and take everything you want. And that was the end of it. Now fast forward 3 years, and just the other day, my cousin was visiting me, and we were in my ham radio room, which is also my game room and my gun room, and it's pretty much just the everything that my wife wants out of the rest of the house goes in to my ham shack. And we were talking. I was going over some stuff with her, explaining her ham radio and how you can talk to just about anybody in the world. Um, when I first got into ham radio, we don't have a lot of frequency. We don't have any repeaters. We have one repeater in my county. No ham clubs, nothing like that. So I had to actually go around to the other counties and, um, tie into their repeaters and make contacts that way. One of them, which I got to talking to and looked up his information on QRZ and had the same last name as some of my family members. So, I was talking to him for a minute and come to find out I'm related to him. So you're going to meet your own family on there. Some of my friends have been over and go through my logbook and look and say, "Hey, that name looks familiar. I think I'm related to that person." Oh, that's kind of a far fetch. This person I talked to is in California. Yeah, I got a cousin that lives over there. I'll pull up their QRZ and there's a picture of them. Sure enough, that's her cousin. So you meet your friend's family on there too. Just the other day, I was showing my cousin some of my stuff, and was going to get on the 40 meters. It was after dark, so I was going to get on 40 meters and kind of show her, this is how we do things. You just get on there and scroll through, and I was VFOing through the 7 megahertz, and I happened to hear somebody that was calling CQ and was working through a lineup. So I waited patiently until he gave his call sign. I wrote it down, and immediately I knew it. It was KE0OG, Dave Kassler. I put my call sign out there and had a little bit of a rag chew. Well, it wasn't rag chew. It was just contact with him, and was able to talk to him. So you're going to meet all kinds of people. You're going to meet, YouTubers out there. You're going to meet your family out there. You're going to meet people that know your family. You're going to meet all kinds of people. You're going to talk to all kinds of people from all over the U.S., all over the world. Just even on 2 meter, if you don't get your general and you stick with 2 meter 70 centimeter, you're still going to talk to a lot of people from all over the world. I've talked to a couple of people from Alaska, Hawaii, Canada that were just passing through the area that I've talked to on the 5.2. So the possibilities are limitless out there. So that being said, I was able actually to get a screen recording off of Dave Kassler's YouTube channel. Because when we were talking, or I was listening to his contacts, and it sounded like he was making a YouTube video. And you know how some of these YouTubers, I know I sound different when I'm trying to make a video for YouTube, when I'm calling CQ compared to when I'm just out calling CQ for fun. Which it's all fun, but I'm just doing it without making a video. You can tell there's a certain demeanor in their voice and in their attitude and stuff. And it sounded like he was trying to make a contact for YouTube. Sure enough, about an hour later, I looked at his YouTube channel and he was live. I was able to find my contact, and I was actually able to capture it on screen record. And I'm going to attach it to the end of this video so you guys can watch. And it also gives me an idea of how my audio was for him. He was on an amplified system. I was not. I was pushing 100 watts. And in that contact, you can actually hear me fading out as the band's kind of faded in and out. So it's really pretty cool to be able to hear yourself and know what your station is doing from their point of view. So and it gives you a better idea of how the atmospheric conditions change so quickly. With that being said, I'm gonna stitch his video in, and I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the final right now, and I'm gonna say 73. And have a good day, and hope to hear you on the air. Whiskey X-Ray 5, Fox Whiskey Tango clear.
0 Oscar Golf. Okay, the Whiskey Tango station, Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey X-Ray 5, Foxtrot Whiskey Tango.
Give me your prefix again.
Whiskey X-Ray.
Whiskey X-Ray 5, Foxtrot Whiskey Tango. I'm just going to note the time here. And the name here is Dave, Southwestern Colorado. You're doing about a 5x5. There's a lot of noise on the channel this evening, and I'm running an amplifier. So, back to you. Tell me about yourself and what you got there.
Roger, thanks for the 5-5. My name is Frank in Oklahoma, Oscar Kilo. Big fan of your channel. Learned a lot from you on wiring centers and such. But I'm running a Icon 718 for MSA 945 pushing through a Hustler 4B2B antenna and running a 100 watt. The band's a little noisy tonight, but I figured I'd get here for a minute and see how we're going.
Okay, very good. Got the Hustler 4B2B. The band is up and down. I'm running a vertical, just a plain vertical. Well, not a plain vertical, it's a step-by-R vertical. It's a very fancy vertical, but it's still a vertical nonetheless. Anyway, very nice to talk to you from Oklahoma this evening. I hope you guys are not in the path of all those tornadoes that we keep hearing about. The snow in Colorado, by and large, went east over to Denver, and not very much at all here. We got, I think, 4 to 6 inches, but it's been melting about as fast as it's coming down. So, back to you for a final, and I'll say 73. Okay, well, 73, and thank you for jumping in here. QRZ.